Oh, the Institute for Psychotherapy, Psychiatry and Psychosis, the Recovery Series. This is Schizophrenia and Recovery Plus, to reiterate what schizophrenia is and some stuff about hallucinations and delusions and working with. So, schizophrenia is the creation of a false reality to heal the sense of self. In terms of the 6 things a person needs for recovery, 6 of the things, and use an accompanier or somebody who's present with another person needs to know. Number 1, the person needs time. 2, space. 3, that they have what's called FDP, follow that person. FTP, follow that person. If you listen and be present with the person will tell you how to be present with them and rehabilitate them. They'll fucking teach you. You just gotta listen, and listen with humility. 4th thing, avoiding inappropriate intervention. Locking people up does no good other than traumatize them. Locking people up traumatizes them. Locking people up traumatizing them. Imagine you have to say that more than once. No, it's completely obvious. 2, to never deepen the person's process, because what they're doing is carrying a whole load of trauma, and the trauma, the way to deal with it is through creating this false sense of reality. And you're going to go and you're going to dig into it. All you're going to do, the person's just going to be further harm. And try as a helper, accompanier, not to become an object of the delusion. In other words, if somebody says to you, I think you're one of the aliens. No, I am not one of the aliens. You do not hold the person in thinking that you're one of the aliens, because they will turn it on you, and it'll come, the rage and anger will come at you, and you won't survive it. Not possible, you can't. So that's why it's usually important to work in teams, because when one person becomes the object, he can come off the front lines. What is the reaction to a delusion? The reaction choice to delusion is, the aliens are coming. Okay is the reaction of choice to somebody who loses contact with reality, because the delusion is how the person is healing themselves. Could be interrupted. Reaction to auditory and visual hallucinations. Visual hallucinations, 95% of them will never be mentioned again if you go, okay, I've just had a shower and there's gremlins living in my shower and they're coming down and they went up the back of the toilet, okay. Something in the light bulb, okay. There's something in the pictures, okay. I see something behind you, okay. 95% of visual hallucinations are never mentioned again. Auditory hallucinations are different. Voices. Voices come from 2 places, outside the person or within the person. The person will allow the voices to speak through them, speak as the voice, and they vary. Most of them are actually positive, most of them are actually supportive. There's very few that aren't. They are nearly all distorted. Okay, by that I mean there are people in our culture who hear voices. I sat in a room with 50, 60, 70 of them. People hear voices and they think those of you who don't are kind of a bit simple, and they're probably right. That's called channeling. There's 4 ways that channeling are done, 4 orthodox ways. There are others. And that is different from somebody who is having an auditory hallucination. It's different. The other hallucination people have are often part of the person's family. You don't try and get rid of them. You work with them, and you work with them just like you work with anybody. Voice comes through and you listen. You challenge the ones that are negative. Ones that come through, I know everything and all the world is like this. No, you don't know everything. As a matter of fact, I think you know fuck all. And then you will have voice, a very supportive person, and they are the person's family. So you'll get stuff like, the psychiatrist asked me to hear voices. So what was I meant to say? I've been listening to God since I was 3. You're going to take that away from somebody when you know nothing about that voice. You've no idea whether it is or isn't God. You don't have a fucking clue. You need to learn a bit of humility. So that's how you work with the voices. You challenge the negative ones, and you allow the other ones, and you work with them like you would work with somebody. The most important guiding principle when working with people who lose contact with reality is follow the person. Second is that you avoid medication and inappropriate intervention. give time and you give space. Don't deepen the process. Okay, so this has been Schizophrenia Recovery Plus. Thank you very much.